How's it going, guys? Chris Teresi here. We got the Thursday market breakdown for you guys. Talking some college basketball, a lot of moves there, some little small NBA card though. First things first. Tomorrow, look out. We should have the podcast should be up. Maybe tomorrow or Saturday. We'll have a new podcast up. Smart Money Report blog. Look out for that tomorrow as well. That'll be breaking down from behind the counter view of both the NFC and AFC championship games. 5-star all access pass for Thursday. That's up for sale on the site. Last night, 5-star play lost with New Mexico, but we won the other 4 games. So it was a good 4-on-1 night, and keeping it running. The last 12 days, 32, 15, and 1, 68%. All sports. 120 of our last 29 college hoops games for 69% run, and NBA, we've won 57% of our games to start the season. So can't complain. 57% winners in NBA and college basketball in the season. That's like great numbers right there, just grinding it out. So if you guys want, you could get that pass. We have a 5-star college game in it, 4-star NBA game. May even add something. I just finished up a meeting here about the games this weekend here with my crew, and kind of just gonna run down what I grabbed up from a guy who's close to me, who works very close with a lot of local books, and he brought this sheet along here, and I'm just going to rattle the games off of it to you guys, kind of give you guys a market breakdown, and get back to what I got to do, and hopefully this information can help you out. So we'll start with NBA. You're seeing Lakers. They're getting a lot of straight bets tonight, the Lakers. Parlays are split, though. A lot of, they're both teams that the betting public likes. So he's telling me the parlay card is pretty split. But with the news of Dwayne Wade out, the mostly recreational money is coming in on the Lakers in that game. And no real sharp move on that Lakers Heat side. So that's like, one game that the books aren't too exploited on, too exposed on, but nobody's really exploited the number yet on that one, as far as the side or the total. So they're happy about getting split parlay action. That helps them out. Utah, they're a little one-sided. Definitely, they're getting a lot of Jazz money, especially on the side. In Houston, will be the popular parlay of the night, as far as the Rockets will be the most heavily team thrown in. With mostly seeing them thrown in with the a mixture of the Lakers or the Jazz or the Heat. So that's pretty much the way the NBA card's breaking down. As far as like sharp moves, nothing really to talk about. He did tell me they did take some sharp money on New Orleans this morning. The Hornets opened up at 10.5 and was bet down to 9.5. So guys, I guess some sharp guys did take the double digits with the Hornets, moving that line down. And they're the small NBA card, so there's really not much to talk about. That kind of wraps up the NBA. College basketball. The first group of games I'm going to talk about are like the thorns in the books behind. Basically, the games that are mostly one-sided action. Games are seeing in parlays, and a lot of these games are just favorites that the betting public probably never even seen play, couldn't even name a player off of, but they just see them laying 6, 10, 12, 14 points, and they just automatically bet them. But he said the one game that's a big thorn is UNC, so they're kind of rooting the other way there. They took early money on UNC, and then recreational money all day has been on UNC, so UNC is one that they're rooting on the other side of, as long as with Arkansas, Little Rock, Middle Tennessee State, Valparaiso, Virginia, Butler, Oregon, Colorado, Long Beach State, Stanford, Gonzaga, New Mexico State, especially in parlays. He said Gonzaga and New Mexico State are popping up in a lot of parlays. Oakland also out there, and Tennessee Tech and Niagara's a local New York team showing up in a lot of parlays too. So that's pretty much the games that are one-sided, or some of them, and the other portion of them are kind of pretty heavy in parlays or whatever. As far as like your sharp moves, I guess get your pen ready. There's kind of been a decent amount that we could talk about here. He's told me that We got Tennessee Martin was a move. They moved from 12 down to 11. Georgia Tech, they scooped up to 4, moved down to 3.5. Samford opened 7.5. That moved down to 6. We've seen Vanderbilt. He said definitely seen some money. Opened up 6.5. It was bet all the way down to 5 against Alabama. Arkansas State saw some money. Opened 15.5. Bet down to 14.5. So you get an idea. Sharp's taking a lot of these double-digit dogs tonight. Like Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne opened 18, was bet down to 16. Said it was a strong move on USC, opened 7.5. That was bet down to 6.5. Louisiana Monroe opened 12, was bet down to 10.5. And he said Cal is also holding. He said there was a pretty big wager bet on Cal earlier this morning, but there's quite a bit of money on Washington coming in late in the day. He said that's a game when he gets back to the office he's definitely going to check on. Northern Arizona opened to 17, bet down to 16. Bet down to open up, 17, bet down to 16. And Cal State Northridge, that game opened up, I believe, at 17, and that was bet down to 15. So a lot of these double-digit dogs saw early money. I guess, sharps are trying to, grab whatever points they can in those double-digit games. And, again, that's for informational purposes only. All those games right there doesn't mean I like them, doesn't mean I co-sign them or anything like that. I'm just passing along the information that was given to me. So, you could do your own homework on those games there. As far as total moves, we've seen the Chattanooga, NC Greensboro, that opened 143.5. That moved up to 146 with some over support. Vanderbilt in Alabama opened 123, got hit with the over pretty hard. He said up to 127.5 early. Boston College NC State opened 137, was bet up to 140.5 with some over move. Virginia Georgia Tech opened up 111, was bet up to 113 with the over move. Northern Arizona Weber State opened 140, bet up to 142 with a move toward the over. And Illinois Penn State opened 123, saw a little bit of over money, moving it up to 125. So that's pretty much the breakdown on the college basketball card. A lot of that can change from I'm recording it, right as we finish this meeting here, and things could change. It's probably you're looking at about an hour and a half window or whatever, 2 hours basically until these games tip off. So things could change between now and then, but that's up until now. That's pretty much how the breakdown goes, and I hope you guys could use this video, and definitely go check out wecoverspreads.com. Help you guys out with some other information, blogs, videos, podcasts, and picks, all that stuff. So signing off. I hope you all have a good evening.